Welcome, everyone. I believe this is episode 9. Episode 9 of Frontier? I think it is. But anyhow, welcome back, everyone. I apologize. It's been a couple weeks since I posted on this series. Actually, we're going to go this way. Tight corner. But I wanted to bring you guys in. Last time we spoke, I got a new delivery truck, and we were doing X, Y, or Z, and blah, 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 and good stuff. Yep, I don't know. I don't remember everything we were doing. But I remember where we're trying to get to. So, anyhow, yeah, so we're doing the soy harvest. It's going well. I've got a worker working on it. We have a lot of fields to harvest still. He's up there. He's doing what he can. He's going up and down that here. I am driving. We have 47,000 liters of planks, and I'm going to sell them. The reason being, we need a little bit of money. Now, you might say, well, we have $223,000. Why do we need more money? Well, I will explain that very shortly here. Oh, geez. Well, that wasn't great. Swing it now. Yep, there we go. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Do fairly well. But anyhow, we need a little bit of an influx in cash because we're going to buy something. You might say, why in the world are we buying something? It'll all make sense in a minute, I think. Let's make sure we get all these guys sold off here. For a little bit more. Go further. These guys just go up there. There we go. That'll get them. And there we go. Okay. Getting out of here is going to be a nightmare. It usually is. Oh boy. Well. Okay, I'll figure this out later. The heck with it. I'll get it out of here later. We'll see at their construction site for now. So, yes, let's go to the map. So we own this field and this field here. We're trying to get all these other fields around here. I don't know what that one's at. That's actually a good deal for that one. We cannot afford that. This one, though, 28% off. I am going to buy it. That is a good deal on that field there. There's nothing in it right now. It's great. But, yeah, it's all good. So, next year, we're not going to plant these 3 fields. I'm going to hold on to the land, I think. Yeah, because the land is, yeah. I'm going to hold on to the land through here. But I don't think we're going to do anything with these because they are kind of a pain to work with. And I do want to save a little bit of time because we need to focus some of our efforts on, well, what we have going on in terms of our production. So, yeah, we have these 3 fields so far. We may get some more fields as we go. We do need a grass field at some point, but in terms of deals, that was a little bit off on that one. I'm not going to buy this one. That field just looks trash, just based on the shape. So, anyhow, yeah. So yeah, I decided I wanted to buy that because I think that'll be good for us. The other thing, I did talk about this. I think what we'll do next year is I think all of our fields that we have over here, we're going to plant. Or do we have to do it this year? Let me go into here. We need to plant barley. That's what we're going to do. We're going to plant barley in all our fields. Then we're going to use the, we're going to the store here. We're going to use the AGI production. I think it's in here. This one, the one that turns them into seeds? Which one turns them into seeds? This... let's see. Fill up your silos. I think it's the seed treater. There it is. So we're gonna lease this bad boy, and we're gonna put all that barley through it and make a boatload of seeds because you can make some really good seeds doing that. So we're gonna do that. I think this episode. I think that'll be what we'll get to do in terms of getting that done. In terms of everything else, we have soy here to harvest, soy here and here to harvest. This guy's. Well, you can just unhire you. You're doing some crazy stuff. And then we have corn here to harvest, which we will harvest. I also just took on a contract here for corn harvesting that one because it was just, how can I not? It's a $10,000 payout. And then I also took on a cotton harvest because those ones apparently they pay out fairly well. And I might take on, there's a couple other corn harvests in here. I think, is that sunflowers? That's corn there. We'll probably take that one. I did think about doing the sugar beets. What's field 44 look like? 44, where are you at? 44, that one might be a good one because we could use some more sugar beets for our production over here because this guy's done making sugar. So we actually probably will take that one on as well. So I'm going to do a few contracts to get some of that stuff still rocking and rolling and doing all that good stuff. But yeah, so that's kind of what we got going on. I'm going to keep working on getting through harvest. I'll get a bunch of harvest contracts done, and then I'll bring you guys back in and let you guys know kind of what we've gotten in total from all of our harvests. So I think that's where we go from there. But yeah, I'll see you guys shortly. All right, so I have not accomplished everything I promised I would accomplish yet, but we're doing good. It's obviously getting very late, so that's why I wanted to bring you guys in for an update. So first off, we did our cotton contract. We made $1,500 off the contract and then $1,985 extra off of the cotton, which was great. Sugar beets, we made $1,897 off the contract, and we got 1,500 liters extra of sugar beets. So not a lot, but hey, it was something, so it was worth it. Soy, we did do all of our soy harvests. I harvested the soy through here and on this field, and yeah, we got 36,000 liters, which I put into our food factory to make soybean oil, which actually I need to activate that again now that we have some in here. Activate, boom, boom, boom. So yes, that will start running that now. But yes, so that is all done. I'm harvesting a lot of corn. We have corn on this field that we're harvesting right now with our harvester, and then I did a bunch of corn contracts. I've completed one already, but we still have all these guys left, and we're gonna have well, these two are done harvesting. I'm waiting for this one to be done harvesting, and then I'm gonna deliver what I have. But we should get some good extra off it. Obviously, one of them was this field, one was this field, and then there was another smaller field up. I think we did 38 was a small field we did. We already delivered for 38, but we have 128,000 liters in here so far. We're still going to get some more off of this field here, and this harvester, as you can see, is full, so we're going to unload it real quick. But the other thing, I know I said I wasn't going to sell any land, but I have changed my mind, and I will show you why. So, up here, I said we're not going to use these fields, but we're just going to hold on to them. Well, right now, plus 67%, that is ridiculous. Plus 17%, that's pretty good. So, I think we bought that one at about that price, so we're going to get our money back. So, I'm going to sell that, and then we're going to sell this, because that's some good money for us. This one is also doing really good, but I'm not going to sell that because we are going to use that, I think, for more sheep. So I don't want to get rid of that one in case I want to use it. So I do want to use that. So I've decided not to sell that one, but the other ones as well I decided to sell. And then nothing new over here. Everything's still a little pricey. So eventually we'll buy some fields over here, but we're just going to keep waiting until we get a good deal on them. And then since it is so late, I know I said we're going to do barley on everything. We're still going to do that. Oh, we'll let that save there. But we're going to plant barley on this field, and this field tomorrow, because we can still do that since we'll still be in October. So we'll be in second half October. And then we'll harvest the barley here, theoretically speaking, which means we can either plant, well, another round of barley, but we really don't need that unless we want to do something with barley. So we'll either decide to do something with one of these crops up here, canola or something, find a use for one of those, or we're just going to let it, the field sit until we get to like March or April and we can plant something else. So, oh, and I don't have premium activated in here. I need to activate premium so we can do premium crops if we would like to, because there are some good production chains on the premium. So we could do like some carrots and stuff. One thing I do think we need to do at some point, this could be in the next couple of years, is do a field of like sugar beets. So we can, oh, I think I'm in the way of this guy. Yeah, I am. We get out of his way real quick. But I want to do a field of sugar beets. Obviously, all the corn in here we get to keep, and any extra corn I'm going to put in our food factory to make canned corn. But yeah, so we need to do some more sugar beets so we can make some more sugar, because I want to keep doing the tomato production and stuff like that. I think we're doing really good at that. We eventually will probably need to build a second one of these guys, or build a legit sugar factory. That's probably actually the better option, is just building a legit sugar factory. So we'll have to do that at some point. But I still want to keep. We need to get more sugar beets, which we only probably need to do 1 or 2 fields. Small fields, or even do one of these big fields, and we'll probably be set for ever, basically, or pretty close to that. We'll be set for a while. So the nice thing about this I kind of really like is we're kind of trying to strategically plan what to harvest to put into our productions, because obviously the goal of this series is to run productions. But yeah, so things are going well. I'll bring you guys back in probably, I don't know, actually. I honestly just don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to get all the barley planted tomorrow so we can make some seeds. Maybe I'll bring you back in at some point in between. Tomorrow, while the harvest is going, or not the harvest, while the planting is going on, because it'll probably take our seeder a little bit of time to get these 3 fields here done. What I'm probably going to do is try to clear some more of the dirt off the map. Eventually, I want to get it all gone, so I might sell a little bit more dirt off the railway silo and get it out of here using our the government setup there. So we'll try to do some of that. But yeah, so I'm going to keep rocking and rolling, and we'll just keep getting things done. So I can't remember what I paid our... Get out of the way of this guy. I can't remember what I paid us for the dirt before, so I'm going to have to look back at an old episode and see what we did for that. But I will figure that out. But anyhow, that is what I got for you guys. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, everyone, so our money is up quite a bit, and I've actually spent some money too, so we are doing real good. Real good. So, yeah, so off of the contracts, after I did all of our corn contracts, we got about 14,000 liters off of that, and then we got 52,000 liters off of our own field, which obviously I put into the food processing factory to make canned corn, which is underway right now. We are also out of sugar, so we can't make any more tomato sauce for the time being. That just is what it is, and I haven't checked. I don't think there's any I wonder if actually, oh, by the way, our barley, as you can see here, is ready to grow. That's why I brought you guys back in, or ready to harvest, excuse me. Is there any sugar beets? 15, 10, 15 contract would be okay. 43 would be okay. These ones would actually be okay. So we might be able to grab a couple of those contracts. 10 I really don't want to do unless they give us a really good piece of equipment. But those ones are obviously not going to be ready to harvest just yet. But it looks like they'll all be ready around the same time. So I'm hoping to get some sugar beet contracts. I've been clearing dirt off of the path, so I've been doing that. He's up over there right now. Yeah, actually, I haven't checked field prices. Are any of these good? None of them are great. Yeah, so I'm not going to buy any of the fields yet. So we're not going to worry about that right now. I forgot to check a couple months. So the sheep, I did learn. They will not reproduce if you don't feed them silage and hay, but they will produce the same amount of wool if you just feed them hay, at least with this. So that's what I did. They did reproduce a little bit, obviously, before, and I was feeding them both. So I've just been feeding them hay because we just need them for the wool, so that's not a big deal there. So I've just been doing that. We did sell some tomato sauce. We got $126,000 worth of tomato sauce. I did sell 6 loads of dirt, and we get a 50% cut. That was what it actually was. And it was about 20 grand a load, so we did pretty good off of that as well. I sold $267,000 worth of planks and $77,000 worth of soybean oil. So that is what I got done as well there. This also was on sale, 60% off. It's just a mining equipment, 10,000 liters. So I decided to buy it because eventually we are going to do that at some point. So I just figured I'd buy it while it was on sale. I also purchased, so I guess I should just show this on here. So up over here, I'm going to leave this guy here to set to auto load the planks automatically on him. He holds 500,000 liters, so he should be able to sit there until ready to sell planks. I'm going to leave the truck here as well. I bought a second one of those backs, and I put it over here because I stopped making tomatoes because we didn't need any more for tomato sauce at the time being. And obviously, does this auto load while it's sitting here? I don't think it does. Yeah. So anyhow, I'm producing lettuce just to sell because we might as well use the greenhouses while they're here. But this guy's going to be our lettuce holder. It did put some in there. Interesting. Auto loads sometime. It did obviously auto load a little bit out of these guys. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. So I might buy another truck at some point. Eventually, we're going to have probably a fleet of those guys running around. And then I parked this guy over here because this trailer can actually load weird stuff. This isn't the best for delivering to some of the places in town in terms of the size of it, but at least it auto loads it. So that's still a time saver, I think, in terms of that. Now, if we hop up to the farm, we got this guy right here, which is 300, almost 400 horsepower, and we can upgrade it for 38 grand to 517 horsepower. I bought it for $170,000 because it was on sale. So now we have another tractor, which I think is great. I can turn super strength off. I don't need to move anything or anything like that. And I also bought this big planter. We already had a planter. This one also does fertilizer just as that one does. Now we can do 2. So this one's 6 meters. That one's 5, or excuse me, yeah, 5.5, 6 meters. So now we can have 2 planters running at the same time. It was only $10,000, so it really wasn't that much money. So I decided just to buy that, just to have it. So I think that was a good choice there. But yeah, that is the main things that have kind of changed around the farm. So quite a bit, as you can see, we did quite a bit of stuff. But now it's time to actually make some seeds and get that sort of stuff rocking and rolling. Oh, and the other thing too, we're gonna buy another harvester, or not another harvester. We're gonna buy a new harvester. I'm tired of our little one, but I am curious. We're also gonna sell our pickup truck, I should note as well, because we never use it, and we have plenty of stuff to move stuff around, so we just don't need it. I'm just gonna sell it off. Back it in here. Backs up really slow. Oh, right, I gotta pull it onto the... Still not used to how this shop works. I think the area should be out here too, like out in that area. I think it should be a little bit larger, but that's just my personal opinion. So we should be able to repair it. That should raise the money. Then 8, we should be able to get that. Yep, okay, we're gonna sell that. Boom, got a little bit of cash off of that. Now the other thing, we obviously need to get rid of our harvester here that we have. So I'm curious, and I think I'm gonna test it on the header. If we purchase it, are we going to get more than that back? Because obviously we've been paying into this thing. So I'm going to buy it, just test it on the header. So we buy this for 48.07. I am going to need super strength, of course, now. I'm just going to carry this in there. So we just bought it for 48.07. Now, is it worth it for us to actually buy it since we've been making payments on it, technically speaking, to do that and then sell it? No, I don't. Nope, that wasn't worth it. All right, sell. So we lost money on that a little bit. Because if we take the 49 minus the 890 or whatever, 894 I put into it for running costs, so not worth it. So we're just going to return this guy. Thankfully, it's not really that big of a deal. The purchase price is 15 grand. So, no, I don't want to purchase that. I'm going to return that. Yes. And then I'm also going to return this. Yes. And then also, I'm actually going to, if we go back in the store, I'm going to return. We're holding on to that, obviously. I'm going to return this trailer back and the bin that goes with it. It holds 200,000 liters, or no, it holds 150,000 liters, which we have a trailer that does that anyways for easier than dealing with that. So I'm going to return that. And then we're also going to sell off. Probably can actually just have it. Yeah, I'm going to have that reset up here to the shop. And then I'm going to just carry that in. I don't think this is worth very much, but just sell it off here. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just, whatever. Yeah, we'll repaint that, repair it, sure, sell it. Yeah, 2,700 bucks or whatever. No big deal. Got rid of it though. So yeah, just kind of a little bit of condensing of our stuff. Obviously we're going to need to buy some. I know it looks great that we have a lot of money. We're making a lot of money. It seems like we're doing really good, but honestly, we have a lot of factories to buy and stuff like that. I mean, I want to get into the oil stuff, which is millions of dollars to get into that. Now, lease stuff, should we buy any of this just to own it? I don't want to make that big of a payment. How much is this? No. This, we're not going to do any more forestry, I don't think, so I'm just going to return that. Belt systems, we really don't need. I'm trying to think of when we would need the belt. I don't think we need it. How much is it? Yeah, let's just return that so we're not making payments on it. Obviously, all that stuff. This guy, we can. This is nothing. That's just purchased that, so we own that. So there we go. Okay, so we've solved some of our problem in terms of that. We only have a couple of things out on these guys. Now, the other thing I thought about doing, too, is paying back loans. Where is the interest rate? Is 10% on both of these. We could pay both of these back, actually. Maybe we'll do that so we don't have any loan payments. Oh, wow. Well, 280,259.842. Nope, it won't let me do that. All right. Yeah, we'll just pay that. Can I do that? Beautiful. All right, let me pay that off. And we will pay this one off as well. 78.25. There we go. All right. So we're down at 252,000, but we are debt free, and we only have a couple of leased items out. And we're obviously, I was going to lease our harvester anyways for what we're going to do. So, okay, harvesters. We need to get a harvester while we're here as well. So looking at things, we want a decent size. That one's not bad. That one's real good too. There's some good ones in here, actually. Oh, wow. It's a good John Deere one. And they're not too expensive, and we can get a pretty big capacity, which would be nice. So I think that one does 22,905, 19, 22,905. Why wouldn't I go with you over that one? What does this one do? 19,380. That one's a lot cheaper, though. Plenty of horsepower. So if we do this, drink tank extension, does that bump it up to the max? Yep, engine. If we did the bigger engine, that's an extra 48,000. We don't need the bigger engine. I'm good with the wheel setup. North America's fine. We don't really need a rear hitch. Let's get the bigger pipe on there, though. That's kind of important. No GPS needed. All right, so that guy right there, 188,949. Let's go ahead and lease that bad boy. Okay, and then it's not going to give me a combination. So let's go to headers and find ourselves a nice grain header. Probably, preferably John Deere. How big is that one? 7.3. It's actually a decent size header. That'd probably be fine for it. We can go a little bigger, I think, than that if we'd like to, maybe. That one, 13.7. I mean, it probably could handle it just fine. That's a big header, but it probably could handle it. That's going to speed up our harvest quite a bit. Let's go ahead and lease that. Sure. All right, let's go ahead. Yeah, that can handle that header. Yeah, that's no problem. All right, let's get our harvest underway. And obviously, we're just going to lease the seed breeding stuff, because we're going to make seeds. That's kind of the whole point of what we got going on with our barley harvest. But let's get this harvest underway here. Okay, I'm going to cheat a little bit here. Just to save time, because you guys are chilling. Let's get them over here. Beautiful. All right. Now, if I activate this, oh, I need to unfold the harvester, of course. Oh, no, don't hire anyone. Unhire, but you are unfolded now, aren't you? Nope, we're not. Okay. There we go. Okay, good lord, that took a long enough time. I'm going to disable the straw swath because we don't need straw for anything, at least right now. And yes, look at that. That's fantastic. Yep, we're going 6 miles an hour, so it's not having an issue with that large header, and it looks pretty normal, honestly, on there. So we did make some big purchases just now. Excuse me, especially with my I mean, we had like $800,000 in the bank at one point, so we were pretty close to getting to $1 million, which was great. But that's okay. And look at that harvest down there at the bottom. That we are doing really good off our harvest. It's gonna be green too. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of barley, which is great. I'm hoping this means we're not gonna have to deal with seeds ever again. Well, we probably will at some point, but this is gonna tide us over for a long time if we get all these seeds made. And we obviously need them for our productions. This is a really good way. I did a test video using the AGI pack and the seed treater. This is a really good way to make seeds. If you've never done it, you can definitely save some money doing it this way. So this is definitely worth it for us. I'm going to drive back over to that field over here and get started on it. But yeah, I am going to put a little bit of a break in here. I think what I'm going to do for the seed treating stuff is I'm just going to bring it out to the field. We'll just do it out here while we're harvesting. So I think that's going to be the plan, and I'll get all that set up and bring you guys back in. But yeah, I think that'll be pretty straightforward. Yeah, we'll just... Well, we do kind of need another trailer. I might buy another trailer. We'll see. Because we probably need another... We have a couple trailers, but I might just buy another TARDIS trailer. Because we have a couple of them already. Yeah, we own one of these guys already. I might just get one of these guys. And we probably don't need the... Well, we can actually get the extension for the harvester. I think that'll be fine. I have one in red. Let's do one in, like, I don't know, like yellowish. Something like that. Yeah, that looks decent. Maybe not yellow. Maybe like orange. Does orange seem better? No, I don't like it. All right, let's do kind of this bland red. I actually like that. Okay, perfect. We're gonna go with that. That'll be fine. It's 20 grand. That's not a big deal. We're just gonna buy that. It's out of pocket. Okay, so I will bring you guys back in a bit after we are ready to do some seed treating. All right, so we're all set up here. The other thing before we get into this that I forgot that we could easily do, and I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Let's go up to the food factory here. Actually, we'll hop here. So, yeah, no, wait, the entrance is over here for everything. So we need to put sugar in this to make tomato sauce. So why don't we just purchase some sugar? Because we can. It's better for us to do our own, but in the meantime, we might as well just buy some. There we go. That way we can go into productions and we can make one of our most profitable things, which is tomato sauce. Let's activate that again because we have plenty of tomatoes in here, just a ton. So I'm not going to activate these guys to make more tomatoes till they start to run out. They can still work on their lettuce, but yeah, so that just kind of makes sense. We're going to make more off of that. We're not going to make as much money, but we're still going to make a lot of money. So yeah, so far I've got 42,000 liters off of this field and he's are 58% full already. So the way this works, we should be able to put this here, hop in this guy right here. Oh, he's loading it up right now. Perfect. So then as we dump seeds into here, or barley, let's change that. Hold on, that's gonna look weird if we don't do the side grain door. There we go. It looks more normal. And then seeds are coming out the other end of it. So yes, it is taking that and it'll load that up as needed. But we had 42,000 liters in here, so it'll take it a while, but yeah, see, it does take a while. So that's why I thought maybe we do this out here on the field, because he can just keep harvesting in the meantime. He's gonna be full in a second anyways. But that's okay, we can always grab some more. 42,000 liters, I believe, will make 84,000 liters of seeds. I believe it doubles up with barley. I could be wrong about that, but I am really curious. Yeah, we're doing really good. So we had 42,000 some odd liters. If I stop this at 39,000, because I'm going to have to go unload him in a second here anyways. Yeah, it's not taking it very fast. It does take a while, but because basically it's its own production chain running, just kind of going for it. So yeah, it does take it a while, but yeah, right about there, that's fine. Let's see how many seeds we got out of just doing that. It's still going, still going, still going. Well, actually, we can come back and see that. Let's go unload our worker. Because it does have a capacity. I can't remember what the capacity is on it. So we can have it just kind of running in the background while we're doing our thing. So we'll go unload him real quick. But yeah, this is a real good way to get seeds. Real good way to get seeds. We're going to get a lot of seeds off of this. Obviously, I'm not going to probably keep you guys in the whole time we do this. It'll take a while. But I'll bring you guys back in at the very end so you can see how many seeds we got off of, well, these 3 fields. Because we're going to do 6 and then these 2 obviously here. So yeah, 11, 12, and 6. We're gonna do just fine off of that. Just fine, I think. So then we won't have to worry about seeds for a long time, which will be good for us. It'll be good. And we'll use the seeds for both our production facility where, oops, going to here. Actually, is there anything on sale that I need? No, definitely not needing that. So we will use it on our production facility that distributes stuff. So we'll use it in this facility here, which is very low on seeds anyways. We also could potentially look at a way to make solid fertilizer, but I'm less worried about that because I don't think that's going to be as easy to do. But yeah, so we'll put some in here and then we'll keep some in just our regular silo storage, our multi-fruit silo, just because we can... Oh, that's a good idea too. While I'm thinking about it, since we have this equipment leased, we have some wheat, some oats, and some sorghum in storage that's been there for a while. Not very much, but I might as well just make it into seeds because I don't have any plans to use, especially those small quantities. I don't have any plans to use those for anything. So I actually I'm just going to do that to get that out of our storage as well. Just because that makes sense. So there we go. We got him unloaded. Let's go check on our seeds. So I put about 3,000 liters in. So based on my calculations, we should have about 6,000 liters in the in that bad boy in the trailer currently. So, but we'll see. We shall see. Make sure this is still on tip site grade door. Yep. Okay. We'll back this guy up there and then we'll check. Go from there. Yeah, I'll just keep the operation out here. It's just pretty easy to do. The seed treating fluid was like $3,500 for that pallet, so I'm hoping that's enough. We might just, that's the other thing too, if we run out of that, we might just stop treating seeds because that pallet was expensive. Unless we have a lot left to do, then we'll buy another pallet. But if I'm not going to use it, or I just need a little bit of a pallet, I'm not going to worry too much about it. But before I start dumping stuff into there, let's see. How was this guy? Yeah, 6,900. So we are going to double up our seeds on this. So we're going to do just fine on seed production here. There we go. Get that guy filled up. I don't know how much it holds, but it holds some. You can see it's going down pretty quick right now, so it's still kind of unloading, and then now it's back down to slow unloading, so that means it's just holding on to what it can produce as it goes through. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna need a lot. How much is in this thing? 198 liters is in there, and occasionally it'll just refill, obviously, the pallet from there. So yeah, I don't think we'll need more than that. If we do, we might actually need a second pallet because we have a lot left to treat, to be honest. So we'll probably end up using 2 or 3 pallets, but where I was going kind of with that is the pallet costs more than the leasing cost for this thing. So this thing is not that expensive to lease. I think it was like $2,000 to lease. If I go to belts, and it's under belt systems, and it's part of the AGI pack, which is a DLC from Giants, which is free. So here's it right here, the FX seed treater. You just have to put the seed treating fluid in it, which is pretty straightforward. To lease, yeah, $1,800. So really not that expensive to lease. So just be aware of that. But, yeah, so. Yep, and I put the bigger trailer over here because that one has a smaller capacity, so I figured with seeds going into this, we might as well just do that and take care of that. So the first load I'll probably put into our distributor, and then I'll probably put the next load into our silo. But yeah, so anyhow, I am going to keep producing seeds. I'll let you know how many we get off of this harvest and those little bits of stuff that we have back at the station. So I'll see you guys here in a bit. All right, so it is the next day. I did go pretty late in the night working on seeds. But we did get it all done. Yeah, we got 383,000 liters of seed off of, off of these 3 fields through here, which is pretty impressive. Plus, we got a little bit, obviously, from what we had in storage in a couple different crops, but it was mostly, obviously, from our barley. So in here, we have 188,000 liters now, but I did put 200,000 liters in here, and then I put 180,000 liters in here, so we should still have just a boatload of seeds in storage in here. If I can find them, should be just a really large number. Actually, I should probably just look over here. There we go. Seeds, 183,000. So we could theoretically sell those. there's places you can sell them on maps and stuff like that, but there's no sense in that. We need the seeds. So yeah, that was a really successful mission, I think, to take care of all that. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to kind of wrap up the episode. If you guys are coming to Llama in 2024 in January, you guys can go onto my community page, and you guys can register there to go to a community meetup, which is gonna be a lot of fun. So if you go to the community meetup, there's gonna be stuff for you to do there and hang out with some of your favorite content creators. So make sure you guys register for that. You have to register before the 15th of December if you're gonna go to it. The registration's free. There's not like a ticket charge or anything like that. And registering for Llama itself, which you have to do to go to our community meetup, is free as well. So all of that stuff is free for you guys to be able to go to it. But anyhow, if you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.